finished with her hooping, or while she's hooping.
Quick three for Garzone. Rolls all the way through the cylinder and out. Took a trip all the way around the world and hopped out to Illinois.
Everywhere but Australia. Just
did not go down under.
Did not go. Sorry, y'all. I just said
that was good. That was good. And you know.
Thanks for staying with me.
Oh, of course. Bargesser with the foul. Got a foul to give. So that'll be on the side. First. Minute 42 to go. Starting to get a little bit perilous for Indiana. That is actually the 15th foul, so it is 2 free throws coming up. Here's the lack of Australia.
Yeah, it's a microcosm of what has not gone right for the Indiana Hoosiers here on the road, and they just haven't gotten the shots to fall at the proper time. They've gotten some consecutive stops, but haven't been able to pay it off on the other end. And give credit to Illinois on that.
Well, the balance we've seen from Illinois today has been impressive. Both free throws go down. 5 of the 6 players that have played in double-figure scoring, with Bostic at 8 points.
And that's what you want to see. The fans are feeling it right now.
Bargesser, dribbling, continuing to wind, just dribbles around, gets it over to Scalia. Scalia and an offensive foul on Bargesser. Screening off her opposite number, Genesis Bryan. And a turnover back to Illinois with 1:25 to go.
Yeah, I coached for a long time, and I always said, shoot it before you turn it over. Shoot that ball. The clock is not your friend. At least get it up on the rim and then send bodies to the glass.
Timeout taken by Indiana. And the Hoosiers on the ropes in Champaign, down 77-63. And for Indiana, certainly doesn't get any easier, because on Thursday, they're back home to take on Caitlin Clark. The entire traveling road show that comes with that. And a really good basketball team in the 4th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes before they finish at Northwestern and home against Maryland, the Big Ten tournament beckoning in just 2 weeks.
Man, how about Iowa leading the country in assists, and Caitlin Clark, how she has galvanized the game of basketball, not just women's basketball, but her assist numbers are through the roof. Leads the country here as well. I mean, the way that she initiates offense, but the fact that she had 79 points produced, whether she scored them or assisted on them, is crazy.
You saw the common theme. Illinois has a few days off before they travel to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes. Caitlin Clark, of course, now chasing Lynette Woodard. She's got the NCAA scoring record. She's now chasing Lynette Woodard, who put up 3,649 points. That was in the AIAW era. But Lynette Woodard, one of the all-time great basketball players, 2-time Olympian, just big-time scorer with Kansas. And that's the next hurdle for Caitlin Clark, and she's right there, 80 points away from Lynette Woodard.
How about that? And Lynette Woodard, she is coaching at Winthrop now. And just look at these numbers. Pistol Pete, I mean, that's insane. Caitlin Clark has just been a front runner for what the possibilities are in this game. When you love it that much, you stay in the gym and you perfect your craft, and then you sign autographs for it, and people just are in disbelief of what she's been able to do and sustain it. That has been the key, the consistency of excellence that Caitlin Clark has possessed.
Well, and anytime you're in the same mention as Pete Maravich, I think is maybe the best Division I college scorer of all time, and he did all that, by the way, with no three-point shot.
Right. Anytime
you're in that conversation, that's something to treasure. As Kendall Bostic rebounds the miss, and she'll head to the other end for free throws as Illinois closing in on their 13th win of the season.
For sure. Just going back to Caitlin Clark quickly, just, you know, the fact that she hasn't yet won a championship, that takes nothing away from what she has won. Right, and
you think she's still great? I mean, there's been a debate. Is she still great? Look at these numbers. Come on.
If you sell out 30 of your 32 games home and away, I mean, that's a win. So, you know, that everyone has their own measuring sticks on what it means to be great. But if you haven't been great like Caitlin Clark, then you can't say that.
Our statistician, Dick Bosson, is working that game Thursday in Bloomington. He's having to pay $200 for a credential to get into that game.
Oh, my goodness. We love to see it.
McNeil with Indiana down big on the road. Illinois close it in on an upset win. And a whistle and a foul. More McNeil with the shot, but the foul came before the shot. Bargesser got pushed to the ground.
Illinois number 24, Adalia McKenzie.
Adalia McKenzie with her second, fourth team foul. So it'll be inbound time for Indiana.
She came straight through that screen and displaced a Hoosier on that play.
There's Bargesser. Underhands it to Scalia. Turns down an open three. She'll send it into the corner to Garzone. That three will fall. But too little, too late, most likely for Indiana. And we've got a whistle and a timeout used by Illinois. 33.9 seconds to go. And the Illini up big at home. Yarden Garzone's done some good work today. 17 points, 8 rebounds for Garzone.
Yeah, she has come on strong. Garzone knocking in a three in the corner right there. But Indiana had so many gaps in their offensive production, and that's why Illinois is continuing to hold this lead late.
Myra Cook has done some excellent work leading Illinois today with 21 points.
She's been cooking for sure. She has done it in a myriad of ways, inside, outside, sizing you up, dropping in the three ball, holding the gooseneck for emphasis. But it's her hesitation for me. It's her change of speed and direction for me. She keeps you off balance. You never know what she's going to do. But those 21 points and 4 assists, huge for the success of the Illini here at home.
And was just 2 of 15 from 3 over her last 4 games. 2 of 3 today from range. So getting that rhythm back against a really good opponent in 14th ranked Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, it does something for your confidence when you can see that first shot go down. And then look at her handles right here.
And a foul, handling through that traffic.
She just cleared her way, took it behind her back. Nicely done.
Indiana number 54, Mackenzie Holmes.
So back to the line goes Myra Cook. 7 for 7 today at the line. Illinois 15 of 18 as a team. First miss of the quarter. 12 for 12 in the quarter before that miss for Illinois.
Are the Nuggets just for the road team that misses?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
they're not doing that for the home team. No one's cheering for.
Oh, I know.
No,
I mean,
no.
Listen,
there's no Nuggets.
There's no Nuggets. Okay.
No Nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Would you have been, if you're an Illini fan, would you be excited if 2 misses happened for your team and you got Nuggets? It's that's a consolation prize.
I have 3 kids. They would
eat the Nuggets regardless. Yeah.
On the way home, man, they would eat them.
It's not just kids who would eat the free Nuggets. What about broadcasters? Should they get free Nuggets? 32 seconds to go, and Illinois in control with an 82-66 lead. And for Indiana now, trying to figure out any sort of a path back in this one. That hill seems too steep.
Yeah, and muddied, okay, because there's not enough time right here with possessions and the paint points. Indiana, while they shored that up, Illinois had that advantage at first, and that was one of the major keys for Illinois and Shauna Green was to win the painted area, and they did that early and often. And you know, Genesis Bryant said, hey, we got to get a strong start, and they did that in the paint.
Indiana has won 16 straight games against the Illini. That's about to end.
Yeah, 2015 was the last time, right?
Inbound almost taken away, and it is a turnover. 2013 was the last time that Illinois won. A 16-game winning streak for the Hoosiers is going to end today against the Illini.
Just a solid performance. And again, gaining more traction in the win column is Illinois.
Well, Illinois played 6 players today. Shauna Green's team not going particularly deep in this one. All 6 players in double figures. Bostic with her 27th career double-double, her 9th this season.
Well, just straight up solid performance by her on the interior. And I think, you know, for her to say to not have to guard Mackenzie Holmes straight up all game long and to give some of that responsibility to Camille Hobby, that made a big difference for her too, because now she can kind of not have all that physical play in the paint. She was kind of playing more on the perimeter defensively and kind of helping up the line.
One more for Bryant. You surprised, Christy, that Indiana is still fouling with 24.7 seconds to go?
Yes.
An 18-point lead for Illinois, and Indiana will work it up. Scalia steps back for three. Won't go. Rebound Bostic. And a foul is called. And the crowd reacting as such with 12.6 seconds to go, and we march to the other end for free throws again.
I'm as competitive as anybody in here. I trust
Yes,
and believe me, but you know.
My arms have received the brunt of that competitiveness today.
I should have warned you about that. Yeah, ask around about that.
Yeah.
But
I knew.
That's so bad. That's a lot of points. And
Yeah.
it's hard to get that back. And sometimes, as hard as it is to say, you may have to just
Tip your cap.
call,
Yeah.
shake a hand, and I know that's tough to do too, competitively speaking.
It is now a 20-point game, 86-66. And a tip out of bounds. McKenzie bats it away.
We were talking about a microcosm with that shot rimming out. That's also a microcosm. Yep. No easy passes allowed for Indiana this afternoon.
And it ramped up midway through the first quarter, and it has not let up for Illinois.
No.
And a standing ovation from the crowd in Champaign. Bargesser can't get it to go, got her own miss, and that will do it. And an upset in Champaign as the Illinois Fighting Illini snap a 16-game losing streak and get their first win against Indiana since February 23rd of 2013.
Well, a solid team performance. They stayed glued to the game, scout, and got the win at home over number 14, Indiana. Solid performance.
86-66. Illinois with a win. For Christy Witter-Scott and our entire Fox crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Now let's go to Mike Hill in Los Angeles.